On January 13th, Denmark's FMI, the Ministry of Defence's Materiel and Procurement Office, stated that it had tested the new rocket launcher system called PULS sometime near the end of 2025. The office noted that various types of testing had been conducted with the aim of receiving feedback from soldiers. There's not too much new information coming from this FMI announcement, but let's take this opportunity to look at Denmark's order for the rocket launcher system. What the FMI did publicly disclose in its January 13th press release was that the latest test took place in an area of Denmark known as Augsburg. The live-fire test saw rockets fired into the North Sea, which the FMI says is a necessity, as the rocket launcher system has a range of up to 300 kilometers, depending on the type of ammunition used. So that's the new news, so let's go over the background of this order. According to an article by MilitaryLeak.com, Denmark awarded contracts to Elbit Systems for 155mm Atmos self-propelled howitzers and PULS multiple rocket launcher artillery systems at the same time, in March 2023. Janes reported that 8 PULS systems would be delivered from the second quarter of 2023 to the first quarter of 2024, with a full operating capability planned for 2025. With this old information, we can see that Denmark's PULS order has been delayed by nearly 3 years, as the FMI reports that the PULS system is expected to be finally delivered to the Danish Armed Forces during 2026. So why the delay? Well, it looks like delivery did actually take place in May 2024 as originally reported. However, because the PULS units were delivered with civilian GPS systems instead of military ones, they needed to be modified. The Resilient Navigation and Timing Foundation, or RNTF, notes that electronic warfare can easily and greatly degrade the effectiveness of weapons without military-grade GPS, as the Russians have demonstrated in Ukraine. The RNTF sources noted that it would take some 3 years to fix the weapons, and so this somewhat lines up with Denmark's revised PULS entry into service. Major General Peter Boysen, commander of the army, told Danish media that it was always the plan for both Atmos and PULS weapon systems to be updated after delivery. "We may have been too bad at communicating it because it was intended from the start," General Boysen said. When asked why the Danish military would buy something that needs to be taken straight to a workshop and be updated, Boysen said, "Because that's what was available on the market, and we needed an artillery system quickly, and there was someone who could deliver it." So that's some of the controversy surrounding this long-awaited weapon system. In addition to a missile package, the PULS procurement is set to also include a command post and supply vehicles. The PULS multiple launch rocket system fires rockets in 2 calibers, 122mm and 160mm, using an automatic firing system. To be more specific, the launcher incorporates 2 specialized pods, each tailored for a specific type of rocket. ArmyTechnology.com says that the launcher can fire 18 Acula 122mm rockets, 10 Acula 160mm rockets, 4 extra rockets, and 2 Predator Hawk rockets. As noted earlier, the system's range sees distances up to 300 kilometers when using Predator Hawk rockets. It's added that a typical firing mission can be initiated and executed in less than a minute with a crew of 2. So, what do you think of this procurement by Denmark's armed forces? Let us know by leaving a comment.